Hello guys, so today we will solve this problem minimum operations to exceed threshold value 2. So the problem says you are given a zero indexed integer array nums and an integer k. Okay, so we have a integer array nums and an integer k. In one operation, you will take two smallest integers x and y. Okay, take two smallest integer x and y in nums, remove x and y from nums, add minimum of x into y, okay, plus maximum of x and y anywhere in the array. Okay, note that you can apply the described operation if nums contain at least two elements. Okay, means nums should at least contain two elements. Okay, return the minimum number of operation needed so that elements of the array are greater than or equal to k. Okay, so I think what we what we need to do is we need to pick two smallest numbers x and y, means which are the smallest in the nums array, and we need to remove them from our nums array, and we need to put back this number anywhere in the array. Okay, and we need to do this operation until all the numbers of the array are greater than k. Okay, okay, so I think what we can do is suppose we have this array. We need if we do step 1, we need the two smallest elements. So the first smallest element is 1 and the second smallest element is 2. So what we can do is we can remove these elements, 1 and 2, and we need to put a minimum of 1 and 2. Let's say we remove these elements. Now we need to add to the array this particular number plus max of 1 and 2. So the minimum of this is 1 into 2 plus maximum is 2, so we get 4. So we need to add 4 to our array. Okay, now we need to now we have these two elements as the minimum element. So minimum of these two is 3, so 3 into 2 plus we need to add the maximum, so 3 into 2 is 6 plus 4, which is 10, and we need to add 10. So now all elements are greater than or equal to 10. So basically we needed to perform this operation two times. That's why the answer is 2. So we need to efficiently get the two minimum elements from the array, and we need to put back a element uh, using this formula back into the array, and again we need to uh, pop out the minimum two elements. So clearly we can think of a priority queue, means we can use a minimum priority queue, and we can pop out the two elements, and use them to calculate the other element, and we can put back that element into the priority queue. So what we can do is, let's so this is the size of our array, and we will initialize a priority queue of integer. and we can put all the elements into the priority queue. So we are iterating over all the numbers in nums and we will put them into the priority queue. So now we will perform the operation. So let's say our answer, the number of operations is 0 initially, and at the end we will be returning these operations. So in this step what we have done, put the elements in priority queue, and here what we will do, we will pop from our priority queue till our priority queue size is greater than 2, and the top element, which is priority queue dot peak, is smaller than k. If it's greater than k, then we greater than or equal to k, then in that case we don't need to perform any operations. So can we have a case where I'm thinking that can we have a case where uh, our k suppose our minimum element cannot reaches to k. For example, if we have 1 and 2 in our array and k is, let's say, 10, so what we will do, we will pop this element, and according to our formula, minimum of 1 or 2 is 1, 1 into 2, 2 plus 4, we will put back 4, and none element is greater than k. So in that case we need infinite number of operations, means we can't do anything. So I think we we haven't given that condition here. So the input is generated such that the answer always exists, so we don't have to think of this particular condition. So we can, what we can do is we can, so we can pop out the minimum element. So first minimum element will be this, and second minimum element will be this, which we pull out after first. So we need to put back where's the formula? So we need to put back this element, let's say this is x and this is y, into the priority queue. So that's it. So I think this will work perfectly. Let's see if we don't have any errors. Okay, so what we need to do is, after doing this, we need to increase our operations that we have used the operation. Okay, for first case we are getting correct output. For second case we are getting output as 3, but expected output is 4. So what the question is saying, return the minimum number so that all the elements of are greater than k. So is this causing an issue? So first we pop out this 2, one and 1. So after 1 and 1 we will add 3. So now we have 2 and 3. So we have 2 and 3. So 4 plus okay, so let's run this specific for this test case. So we have these two elements, so we are returning 3 as the output, expected is 4. Okay, okay, so what we are doing mistake is, I think we are checking the second element also, whether it's smaller than the k or not. So I think what we can do is, we can put this check here, means okay, so if size is greater than k, sorry, greater than 2, okay, we uh, only need to check the peak element, not the next element of it. Okay, so that's correct. I think we are checking only peak element. Okay, we have checked the peak element and removed the two elements. Okay, so need to run this example. So initially we are popping out 1 1 and putting into putting this element, which is 3. So let's say we put 3 here and we remove these two elements. So we have done one operation. Now we pop out 2 and 3, and let's say 2 is here and 3 is here, so 4 into 7. Okay, so we will put this 7 element. Let's say we put 7 here. So we have done two operations. Now what we do, we will pop out these two elements and we will calculate the next element, which is this element. So the next element is 4 into 2, 8. 8 plus 7, 8 plus 7 is 15. We have removed these elements. Okay, so our condition should have passed. Okay, so it should be greater than equal to 2. I think we are missing this condition. Let's submit this. Okay, we are getting wrong in output for this case. Output is 3 and expected is 2. Okay, so the issue is I think our integer is overflowing. Means while adding these two values, 999 and this value and this value, I think our output is going negative. Means this sum is going negative. Sum, or we can say the multiplication. So we can take the uh, priority queue of a long instead of int value. How we can check this? Let's print out this put back value. So we are getting negative value. So basically our integer is overflowing. So we can make it as long and we can calculate the long value. then these two will be long. Let's run now. What's the issue? Okay, we need to make it long. Now we are getting correct values. Our integer is not overflowing, so we can submit this question, this solution. Okay, so this was the correct implementation. So thank you guys.